Hello everyone, Bing is here, and I'm gonna try to make a tutorial for Blender 2.5 and to make a health bar in the game engine. So here we are, the original scene, and we change from Blender render to Blender game, so we see here, and we remove the original cube and snap the cursor to the center, and the camera we also take selection to cursor, and we also clear rotation. And now we make another window. We can remove this because we don't need it. Make this one a camera view, and now here Shift A to add a plane, and scale the plane a little so it looks like a bar. That should be enough. And side view, and then we move it just a few notches down, right there. Scale it down a bit, like that, should be enough. Then move it to the top left corner, or any corner you want to, and then parent to the camera, so when you turn the camera the bar also turns. Now we start with giving it a new material, and I choose to make it red. You can choose whatever color you want to. Make sure to make it shadeless so it doesn't get affected by, you know, lamps and shadows. And then I like to make a copy of that one. Shift D, enter, move that up just a bit, like there. And then new one, change that to green, and remember shadeless. That one is also parented to the camera. And now we're going to make sure that we can scale it right. So here we are, object, snap cursor to selected, go into edit mode, select these two, go and snap cursor to selected, go into object mode and transform origin to 3D cursor. That makes it the origin, instead of being in the middle, it's on the left. So when you scale it, it scales to the origin, just as we want it. And now we are going to animate it a little. So we're going to frame 100, and I lock scaling, insert keyframe scaling, and then we go to frame 1 and we set S, X, 0, enter. and I lock scaling. And now, as you see, we have a growing health bar. But as you see, it moves slower and then speeds up and moves slower again. We don't want that. We want it to move at a constant speed. So we open a new window, make this one a graph editor, and you have all these points selected. Select key, interpolation mode, linear. Now let's see if it works. Yes, it does. So we can close this down, and then we go into physics. Make an actor, and we also want not that. We make another one here. Logic editor, and add for both sensor, controller and actuator. And here you connect them, and right, add game property, integer, name it health or whatever you want to name it, and set it to 100. Then you also have property, IPO, and set it to property health. See? And now we just make sure this one is true for pulse mode, and set it for like 5. And then we can close this down. And then just to make sure we're right, I just create this one, and keyboard space, for example. Set this one to 5 as well, and property, add health -5. Now it should be, when I press enter, the health bar should move backwards, which it does. And that's how to create a health bar.